true. What they told us was, like for instance, to yield to a punch. Okay, we all know that we're supposed to yield to Taiji. That's the basic principle of Taiji. What they told us, so someone may be throwing the punch, and so we yield, and maybe we use roll back. He's still here. Oh, okay, so it's another punch. Oh, I use yielding and roll back. Hang on, he's still here. I haven't done anything to him. See, he's still here. Just comes forward. So, roll back physically really means nothing. It's just a physical movement. You know, it's just pulling the arm back, yielding physically, and coming down. What they didn't tell us was that the internal meaning of to roll back, throw the punch here, was a very devastating Dim-Mak strike, heart 3, nade 1, and straight back in to liver 14 with chi. So they didn't tell us that everything in your Taiji gets back to doing the form. So you know, they told us the form. Well, of course everyone has to learn the form like this. This was just a learner's form of Taiji. Big open physical movements. You have to learn physical movements in order to get the internal movements happening. But as you progress through it, the physical movements become smaller and smaller, and then the internal overtakes the physical. So in the end, there I just did the opening movement. And we learn it like this. But the opening movement, one hand follows the other, never two hands together at the same time, never two hands yin or yang together at the same time. One follows the other. There's the opening movement. There's the second movement. There's the third movement. So the whole thing becomes really super, super small. And that's when the internal starts happening. And that's exactly the same as the way that we use Taiji. One of the chaps went at the recent workshop in London. For those of you watching this video, I've got a class happening here, so we've got students all around here watching what we're doing here. So I'm not just talking to the walls here. At my recent workshop in London, one of the lads was attacking and I was doing things, and he was saying, well, I know you've hit me, I know you've done something, but I can't see what you've done. It's so small. It's as if you haven't moved. And that's what Taiji is like at an advanced level. It's as if, literally, as if you haven't moved. You're using the other person's body against them, their energy flow against them, reverting it back on them. Now, that in itself has been translated as, okay, I used someone else's energy upon them, okay? So someone comes in with a strike, so he's coming forward, so okay, the harder he comes in, whoa, the harder he goes this way. See? That's rubbish. You're not doing that. He will just come back and keep fighting you. Or we use it as we're taught the folding principle. Someone throws a punch here, and the harder he punches here, the harder I punch in there. That's just a physical movement. It's got nothing at all to do with that. So using a person's energy upon them, throwing the punch, that's using the person's energy upon them. See, now Ross has made a big movement here, and I've just done a very small shake, just a very small shake to defend against. I'm not putting my fingers right in there, of course, but they are there. What I've done to his arm here, I've set up a point here, I've set up a strike, first of all. I haven't just struck his arm willy-nilly. I've actually set up his arm to set up this point in here. Now, the strike that I didn't think to myself, oh, okay, I'm going to strike liver 13 now. That punch that Ross made then dictated to me that I was on this side, so I must come in. I didn't think that now I've got to think which point I've struck.